Hello, my friend. I'm truly glad you're here with me today, because what I'm about to share might sound simple, but it has quietly transformed how thousands of older adults begin their morning. If you've ever sipped on a glass of lemon water first thing in the day, thinking you were doing something right for your body, and yet still felt bloated, low on energy, or oddly foggy, I want you to pause and drop a 1 in the comments. You're not alone. And more importantly, it's not your fault. You see, we've been told that lemon water is healthy, and that part is true. But what nobody ever explained is this: the way you prepare it determines whether it heals you or passes right through you. What if I told you that most people are only receiving a small fraction of what lemon water truly has to offer? Not 70%, not 50%, but often less than 10% because of one small but critical mistake in how it's made. And that's exactly what we're going to uncover today. This video isn't just about hydration. It's about how your body changes after 60, why drinking water alone often isn't enough, and how the right kind of lemon water, prepared the right way, can support your digestion, your heart, your skin, your brain, and even your kidney function. I'll walk you through the science behind it, the hidden mistake most people make, and most importantly, I'll show you exactly how to fix it in just a few simple steps each morning. So stay with me, because what you're about to learn isn't hype, it's cellular truth. And it could turn something small, like a lemon and a glass of water, into one of the most powerful health habits of your day. Why water stops working after 60. For most of our lives, we've been told the answer is simple: just drink more water. And for many years, that advice seemed to work. A glass of water left us feeling refreshed, energized, even mentally sharper. But something changes with time, and if you've noticed that water doesn't seem to help the way it used to, you're absolutely right to feel that way. You drink a full glass, and within minutes, you're either back in the bathroom or still feeling oddly thirsty. There's no lift in energy, no change in your skin, no real sense of renewal. And it's frustrating, because you're doing what you were told. You're trying to take care of yourself. But what your body needs now is no longer just more water. It's better absorption. What most people never hear is that after the age of 60, the body's ability to hold and transport water at the cellular level begins to decline. It's not that your organs stop functioning. It's not that you're drinking too little. It's that your cells are no longer absorbing water as efficiently as they once did. And that one quiet change creates a ripple effect across your entire system. Because when water simply passes through your body instead of entering your cells, it fails to reach the places where healing and repair actually happen: your joints, your brain, your skin, your organs. This is why so many older adults experience dehydration symptoms even when they're drinking regularly. Dry, crepey skin, a constant sense of fatigue, trouble focusing, dizziness, joint stiffness, even irregular heartbeats. All of these may begin, not from lack of effort, but from a lack of cellular hydration. But here's the good news. Your body is not broken. It doesn't need fixing. It simply needs a little help, a little support to do what it's always done, just in a slightly different way. And there is something natural, affordable, and powerful that can assist your body in absorbing water the way it was meant to. That helper is lemon. Now let's take a closer look at why this small fruit could be the bridge between what you drink and what your body actually receives. Lemon, the gateway to real hydration. When most people think of lemon water, they think of flavor, a little splash of citrus, a bit of zing to brighten the day. But what few people realize, especially as we age, is that lemons do far more than improve taste. They change the chemistry of water itself. Inside each lemon is citric acid, a natural compound that doesn't just flavor your drink, it alters the pH balance and mineral profile of the water. This shift isn't random. It creates an environment that makes the water easier for your cells to absorb, and that small change is what turns a glass of water into something more. A true vehicle for cellular hydration, not just a liquid that moves quickly through your system and into the nearest bathroom. Think of lemon not as a garnish, but as a key, a hydration key. Without it, the water you drink might glide past your cells. With it, the door opens. The water enters, nourishes, and begins the work your body has been waiting for. But, and this is something very few people are told, how you prepare that lemon water changes everything. A squeeze of juice into a cold glass may add flavor, yes, but it misses the deeper medicinal value that the full lemon has to offer. The most powerful compounds are often left behind. The essential oils in the peel, the pectin in the pulp, the phytonutrients in the seeds. So, when lemon water is rushed or simplified, it often delivers only a shadow of what it could have provided. In a moment, I'll walk you through the right method, one that draws out the full spectrum of nutrients your body needs. But first, I want to show you what happens when you give lemon water the chance to truly do its work. Let's begin with one of the most painful and most common issues I've seen among older adults. An issue that proper lemon hydration can not only ease, but help prevent altogether. Kidney health. The stone solution. If you've ever experienced a kidney stone, or known someone who has, you understand this truth better than most. It's not just uncomfortable, it's terrifying. The pain can strike suddenly, radiating through your lower back or side like a knife, leaving you breathless, frozen, unable to move or think. And for many older adults, this isn't a rare event. It becomes an all-too-familiar fear, one that lingers quietly beneath the surface every time you feel a strange ache or pressure. What many people don't realize is that kidney stones are often not caused by major medical conditions or extreme imbalances. They're frequently the result of something as simple as chronic, low-level dehydration combined with poor mineral movement inside the body. And as we grow older, these two factors become more common. The kidneys, like every organ, slow down. Water isn't absorbed as efficiently, and suddenly calcium that once passed through easily begins to bind, harden, and settle, forming sharp, painful stones. But here's where lemon water becomes a quiet hero. When prepared properly, not just squeezed, but steeped with intention, lemon water becomes a natural source of potassium citrate. This compound plays a crucial role in kidney health. It works by binding with calcium in your urine, preventing it from clumping together and forming crystals. Think of it like a peacekeeper, ensuring that the minerals you excrete stay dissolved rather than becoming a threat. Even more than prevention, lemon water can support the gentle breakdown of existing stones. While it's not a cure for every case, I've seen patients with small to moderate stones find real relief and progress simply by drinking lemon water daily, before breakfast, consistently, with the right preparation. Their need for medication reduced, their risk of surgery delayed or removed altogether. Their pain faded, not overnight, but gradually, predictably, sustainably. And there's another layer of benefit here. Lemon water increases overall urine volume, which means your kidneys are flushing out waste more efficiently. That extra flow reduces the concentration of harmful minerals and toxins, creating an environment that's less prone to stone formation in the first place. So if you've ever had a stone, if you fear having one again, or if you simply want to protect one of the most quietly essential organs in your body, the solution might not require a prescription. It may just require a lemon, some water, and a little bit of care. And while the kidneys may be the first to benefit, they are far from the last. Because when lemon water starts doing its job, the ripple effects travel further than you might expect. Let's take a closer look at how something as simple as hydration can reach all the way to your skin, your joints, and your brain. Skin, joints, and brain. The inner glow effect. Take a quiet moment and ask yourself, have you recently noticed your skin becoming more fragile than it used to be? Maybe it bruises more easily. Maybe it feels thinner, less supple, more papery to the touch. Or perhaps your hands feel dry no matter how much lotion you apply. And what about your joints? Do they creak when you rise? Do they feel stiff, especially in the morning? Does your memory sometimes slip away in the middle of a sentence or thought? If you've noticed any of these signs, it's easy to point the finger at aging. And yes, time plays a role. But what most people don't realize is that underneath those symptoms, something deeper may be happening. A quiet combination of cellular dehydration and chronic, low-grade inflammation. You see, your skin, joints, and brain are highly dependent on fluid balance. And when your cells no longer absorb water effectively, which, as we've discussed, becomes common after the age of 60, these areas begin to show signs of distress. Your skin loses its ability to hold moisture, your joints lose lubrication, and your brain struggles with slowed circulation and a lack of clarity. That's where lemon water, when prepared with care, becomes a powerful ally. Not because of the water alone, but because of what lemon adds to that water. Lemons are naturally rich in vitamin C, a key nutrient your body uses to produce collagen, the structural protein that keeps your skin firm, elastic, and youthful. Collagen also plays a critical role in maintaining the cartilage that cushions your joints, reducing friction and preserving mobility. As we age, collagen production drops sharply. But giving your body a daily source of vitamin C can gently support what's already there and slow further breakdown. But the benefits don't stop at your appearance or your ability to move. Lemons also contain powerful bioflavonoids, plant compounds that act like internal bodyguards, fighting oxidative stress, calming inflammation, and supporting the integrity of tiny blood vessels. These flavonoids, combined with hydration, help improve circulation to the brain, allowing oxygen and nutrients to flow more freely. That's why many people who begin drinking lemon water consistently report reduced mental fog, better focus, and more emotional steadiness. In truth, when your brain is dehydrated, even slightly, you may feel it as forgetfulness, irritability, low mood, or anxiety. And when your skin is dehydrated, it doesn't just lose moisture, it loses resilience. It becomes more reactive to weather, less able to bounce back from stress or illness. The same is true for your joints. They become more sensitive, more prone to aches and stiffness, especially if your body lacks the hydration and nutrients it needs to rebuild cartilage and reduce inflammation. But lemon water doesn't just hydrate. It helps your body use that hydration where it's needed most. That's the difference. So the next time you look in the mirror and wonder where that familiar glow has gone, or when you rise from a chair and feel the creak before the stride, or when your mind takes just a little longer to catch the thread of a memory, Ask yourself not what's missing from your body. Ask what it hasn't been receiving properly. Because what looks like aging may actually be dehydration at a deeper level. And one of the simplest, most natural things you can do, starting tomorrow morning, is to prepare lemon water with care, with intention, and with the understanding that this is not just a drink. It's a signal, a message to your skin, your joints, your brain, your cells. And that message is this: I'm still here, I'm still healing, I'm still choosing to restore. Why 90% of lemon water is done wrong. We've arrived at the part that surprises almost everyone. You've made the decision to drink lemon water. You're showing up each morning with good intentions. You slice your lemon, or maybe just squeeze a bit of juice, into a tall glass of cold water, thinking to yourself, I'm starting the day right. And from the outside, it looks like the perfect healthy habit. But here's the uncomfortable truth. In most cases, that glass of lemon water is doing far less for your body than you think. You're not doing it wrong out of carelessness. You're doing what you were told. You're following what seems simple and sensible. But the reality is, you may be throwing away the very parts of the lemon that carry the healing power. You see, most people only use the juice. A few squeezes, maybe a slice dropped into cold water. But that leaves behind three of the most powerful components: the peel, the pulp, and even the seeds. The lemon peel holds essential oils rich in limonene, a compound known for its ability to reduce inflammation, support the liver, and help with digestion. The pulp contains fiber and flavonoids that bind to toxins and help escort them out of your body. And those tiny seeds, often discarded without a second thought, contain small but potent amounts of antioxidants and detoxifying enzymes that further support your cells at the deepest level. So what happens when these parts are thrown away or skipped over? You're left with a glass that's pleasant to taste, but lacking the very compounds that make lemon water medicinal. In fact, studies suggest that when only the juice is used, especially in cold water, over 90% of the lemon's benefits remain locked away, unused. It's a sobering realization, especially if you've been committed to this routine for months or even years. But here's the good news. You can fix this easily and naturally. In just a moment, I'll walk you through a simple preparation method, one that takes a few extra minutes, but unlocks the full spectrum of nutrients, antioxidants, and cellular hydration enhancers that lemon has to offer. No pills, no powders, just a return to the whole fruit and the wisdom of using it as nature intended. But before we get there, let me ask you a gentle question. If you've been drinking lemon water this whole time and still feeling tired, bloated, or dehydrated, what if it's not your body that's the problem? What if it's just the method? Because when we start using lemon in its complete form, not just as a flavor but as a tool, we begin to restore more than hydration. We restore trust. Trust in the idea that small things, done right, can still make a big difference. So now, let me show you how to transform a good habit into a powerful one. The right way to prepare lemon water. Now that you understand why most lemon water falls short, I want to guide you through a method that I've shared with many of my patients. One that consistently brings better hydration, deeper cellular absorption, and a gentle shift in how the body responds over time. Because when done properly, lemon water isn't just refreshing. It becomes medicinal. It becomes something your body can fully receive and benefit from, not just in the moment, but across days, weeks, and years. Here's exactly how I recommend you prepare it, not as a trend, not as a shortcut, but as a quiet ritual of restoration. Start with one whole organic lemon. And yes, I do recommend organic, especially if you plan to use the peel, because the skin of the lemon is where many pesticides tend to linger in non-organic fruit. Take a moment to wash it thoroughly. Not just a quick rinse, but a true cleaning. Use warm water and, if you like, a gentle scrub or even a splash of apple cider vinegar to remove residue from the skin. Next, take that entire lemon, and I mean the whole thing. The peel, the pulp, the flesh, the seeds, and slice it into thin rounds. Don't throw anything away. Every part of the lemon carries something your body can use, and it's only when we combine them that we unlock the full effect. The peel contains essential oils that support liver detoxification and reduce inflammation. The flesh holds citric acid and vitamin C. The pulp offers fiber. The seeds contain trace enzymes that assist with cellular repair. This is food as it was meant to be used, completely. Once sliced, place the lemon pieces into a heat-safe glass or ceramic container. This could be a large mug, a mason jar, or even a small teapot, whatever you have on hand that's sturdy and can be covered. Now, here's where we slow down. Instead of using boiling water, which can damage the delicate oils and enzymes in the peel and pulp, pour hot, but not boiling, water over the slices. Think of the water temperature like a gentle embrace, not a scalding shock. You want to coax the nutrients out, not cook them away. Cover the container and let it steep overnight, at room temperature if your space is cool, or in the fridge if you prefer. This steeping process gives the water time to absorb the full spectrum of the lemon's healing compounds, transforming it from a flavored beverage into a nourishing tonic. In the morning, warm it slightly if you like. Not to a boil, just enough to make it soothing, and then strain the liquid into your cup. Drink it on an empty stomach before coffee or breakfast to allow for better absorption. Your digestive system is most open in the morning, and your body will use what you give it without interference. If you enjoy a touch of sweetness, feel free to add a teaspoon of raw honey. Not only does it balance the tartness, it also brings its own set of benefits: antibacterial properties, digestive support, and a natural source of antioxidants. This isn't a fad. This is real nourishment, made simple. And as you sip that first glass, I want you to remember, this isn't just about hydration. It's about giving your body something complete, something whole, something prepared with thought and care. It's a moment of connection between you and your health, between what you know and what you choose to do. Because wellness doesn't have to be complicated to be effective. Sometimes the most powerful routines are the ones that are gentle, consistent, and honest. And when you prepare lemon water like this, you're not just drinking something good. You're drinking something meaningful. A lemon, a glass, a life shift. So now, as we bring this journey to a close, I want to leave you with something simple and something deeply important. Taking care of yourself, especially as you age, doesn't need to be extreme. It doesn't require 20 supplements stacked neatly in a cabinet or a flawless diet with no room for joy. It doesn't ask you to be perfect. It only asks that you be present, gentle, and willing to meet your body where it is, with kindness. And sometimes, That kindness starts with something as humble as a lemon. One quiet act. One glass of warm, thoughtfully prepared water. One moment in the morning that says, I still believe in my own healing. Because when you hydrate your body the way it was designed to receive water, when you give your cells what they need to do their work, you do more than quench thirst. You support your kidneys in flushing out toxins before they become stones. You help your skin hold moisture, collagen, and clarity. You feed your brain with better circulation, sharper focus, and a little more lightness in the way you think and feel. It's not dramatic, but it's real. So I want to ask you something. Which part of today's message surprised you the most? Was it the truth about how we lose cellular hydration with age? The power of the lemon peel? The steeping process? Or maybe the realization that what you've been doing each morning could be transformed with just a few extra steps? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear what clicked for you, because this isn't just a conversation between you and me. It's one we're building together, one quiet habit at a time. And if this video helped you see something differently, if it gave you insight or comfort, or simply reminded you that your health still matters, tap that like button. It tells me we're on the right track. And if you know someone, a friend, a neighbor, someone you care about, who's been trying to feel better but doesn't know where to start, send this to them. Because no one deserves to go without the simple wisdom that can make their mornings feel like hope again. And if you're new here, I invite you to subscribe. Not because of numbers or algorithms, but because this is a space for people like you. People who want to live longer, live wiser, and live from a place of love for their own bodies. Because healing doesn't begin in a hospital. It doesn't come only from a prescription. It begins with you, in your home, in your choices, in one glass and one gentle step forward. Let's keep walking that path, together.